I'm guessing everyone that plays ranked Apex has the hope of one day climbing the highest mountain in Apex, and that's hitting Apex Predator. We all know they're some of the best players when it comes to gun skill, but what else makes up the gamer that we call an Apex Predator? These are the reasons why they dominate the competition. Let's go. First up, we have their mentality. Something that's a common trait to all Apex Predators is an aggressive mentality. They all know that they're the better players, the top players in the game, so they have no reason to believe that they're going to get outgunned. So this confidence in their abilities is key. Confidence in, anything from school, sports, Apex allows you to just perform better because you know you are good and you're going to be calm and secure in your abilities. I've seen a lot of players out there that are simply with just seeing a Pred badge or a Master's badge get scared out of their mind and they just can't even perform at that point. They forget that these Preds aren't robots, they're just people that play a lot of Apex obviously, and they can make mistakes, and if you work hard enough you can also get there. Apex Predators are highly skilled and not afraid of each other. They're highly competitive and will not back down from a fight. And it's key that if they sense that even for a second you're unsure or your team is scared, they will push in and they will roll you extremely fast. Next up is communication. If you guys ever watch your favorite Apex Legends pro or content creator, you'll notice a few things. First is that they communicate very specific and useful information. Every comm usually has 2 to 3 nuggets of information in it. Usually when someone does damage, they're going to call out the damage they did, what color shield the opponent had, and maybe the legend they shot at, or if they are pushing or holding. These comms are natural and they just do it constantly because this information can allow them to focus on maybe one legend that's already cracked so it can quickly push him. Or they know that the other team has bad shields, so they have a health advantage and they should probably aggress this because they're at a massive advantage. Good communication is sometimes just as important as hitting your shots, as knowing the shields and current health of the individuals of the opponents can really lead to faster fights and collapsing on weak opponents or opponents that are out of place, as well as communicating what angle you might try and take, or if you need a second to heal, really just keeps your team in sync. And if you guys are enjoying this video and want to support me for free, please hit that like button so that this video can spread to more Apex Legends players on YouTube. Thank you. Moving on is going to be legend flexibility. Most Apex Predators have a handful of legends they can switch to. A mistake a lot of newer players make is they focus on maining just one legend and never learn about the other legends, causing them to either main a useless legend when it comes to ranked, or then the meta shifts and now they don't know how to maximize any of the other legends and they're just way behind the curve compared to everyone else. You need to at least be an expert in 3 different legends. Apex Predators can almost, adjust to every meta legend and be able to play at a high level with their abilities and play them in the way that suits their playstyle. They're able to shift as the meta inevitably is going to change from season to season and play these legends all effectively. They don't have excuses and just learn the legends because in general, they pay attention and can quickly get the hang of any legend, which allows them to maximize the usage of the legend, which allows them to then be able to counter these legends if they run into them in the matches. Next, we're going to get into the stuff that really makes Apex Predators stand out. And now, this one's going to be something that Apex players should be really working on from the first time they pick up Apex, and it's their game sense. Apex Predators are going to have a elite game sense. Recently, I've kind of stopped recommending Bloodhound because having to use your ears and brain to predict and know what you have to cover or check or when to push things, I just don't believe you need a legend for that. All Apex Predators should know how to approach a fight with the best angles to deal out the most damage without taking it back in return. They should know, what is too long of a fight, that it could cause a third party to happen. They know that, when you crack one guy on the other team or you see a team pinned down, they don't need to waste 2 more seconds to scan. They know that you just need to push. Train your game sense. Don't rely on crutch legends like Bloodhound. But you may say, Simba, I see pro players all the time use Bloodhound. Well, duh. They already have amazing game sense and now they have wall hacks. Why wouldn't you have that? You're mixing gun skill with literally all the information they could ever use, so they can get away with missing another more useful team abilities based legend because they're just that good. Finally, along with being able to use every gun in Apex at a very high level, every Apex Predator is going to be elite when it comes to team fighting. But what specific elements are they elite at, you may ask? Well, first of all, you're going to be able to quickly figure out if a team is split up or if there's one member of a team that's vulnerable to either, fully jumping him or a 3-2-1. Where if you don't know, someone on the team signals out who to shoot at, and when he counts down to 1, all 3 members instantly focus at one person, knocking them immediately and starting a 3v2. They find it very easy to approach fights and quickly swing the pendulum in their favor because individually they will also all win their 1v1s, but they don't ever let themselves get into that spot because they know that at a high level, lobbies, once you get knocked, it's something you very rarely recover from. They fight as a team and make sure no team member is more than a few seconds away, or one of them always has another angle to the guy they're fighting. A good team always takes multiple angles during a fight, and they don't hold hands. When approaching a fight, they all look for their own angles, and when they go for these angles, they know how to position themselves so that they aren't exposed and risk unnecessary damage while being able to output significant damage themselves. They understand that being passive and allowing themselves to get pinched or boxed in because they aren't being aggressive is a death sentence in higher level lobbies, and why should they be passive when they are the best players in the game? And if you guys want to learn the most important skill in Apex so you can win almost every match, watch this video right here.